Hello internet friends. In this video we will be cutting out the gear leg cutout from the fuselage bottom skins. First step is you have to cleco the front skins underneath the main body skin, because I clecoed them on top and obviously they go on the bottom if you read the instructions correctly. Okay, and speaking of instructions, this is page 26-10 in the plans. And there's two sets of instructions on this page, so it's important to pay attention. There's a set of instructions for the tri-gear, which is the tricycle gear, 14A, and there's a set of instructions for the 14 tail dragger. Both of them are on the same page, so it's important to pay attention here. And what I actually did was I went and I created in the Mac Preview app where I viewed the plans. I also share them to my iPad and view them in the Files app. But I just created a white box with 80% transparency and just covered up the tail dragger instructions. So that way I can see that they're still there, but I know to ignore them and just do the instructions for the tricycle gear. So anyway, that's the method I'm using to make sure that I don't accidentally do both sets of instructions and I just do the tricycle. Obviously it does require some reading ahead in the plans, but you should be doing that anyways and writing notes for yourself, or blocking out stuff to make sure you don't pay attention to it. Anyway, that's part of learning how to build an airplane. Okay, then the next step here is it wants us to use the what is this thing called? Center bottom skin, which is currently clecoed on top of the forward bottom skins. Anyway, it says use that as a template to match drill number 30 holes. And really, the reason why you're drilling number 30 holes is to be able to cut out this section. And then it says use a step drill to drill this hole to 11/16. So that's what we did. Be very careful because you don't want to go bigger than 11/16. My drill goes to 3/4, I think. So anyway, stop at 11/16. All good. Yeah, so anyway, back to the reason why they have you drill the corners is because when you use a disc grinder to cut this out, you don't want to grind it all the way to the edge and then accidentally overcut it, and then you're screwed. So you want to drill a hole there. In fact, you could even make the hole bigger than a number 30. That might be a challenge though. Anyway, you want to cut it to the hole and then not overcut it, because then you'll be in trouble and have to fix it somehow with a doubler or something, which you don't want to do. So luckily I managed to not overcut it, as we'll see here. One thing I do recommend, which you'll see, is I probably should have just taken the skins all the way, or not the skins, the blue vinyl all the way off, but I was concerned that I was going to scratch the thing, but eventually it made deburring a challenge because I couldn't feel if the side was actually smooth or not, because I just felt the rough edges of blue vinyl. So took off the blue vinyl, made deburring a lot easier. And if you're wondering why I clecoed this skin to the other skin like I did, it does not say to do that in the plans. The reason why I did that is just so it wouldn't move while I was cutting it. So I found two holes that lined up in the other skin, clecoed it together, and then it stayed pretty well still for me to be able to cut the hole there. So then I repeated the same thing to have success on the other side. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then the next steps are to cut out some doublers and stiffeners, and I'll prime those, and you'll see that at the end of the video. Okay, so update. On Friday, I got up and I looked at Apple.com, and I was like, I think I'm going to try to order the new iPhone. because on my motorcycle trip this summer, I left my phone in the rain and it got soaked, and that killed Face ID, which is kind of annoying when you're trying to unlock your phone with your face and it doesn't work and you have to type in your PIN every time. Now, half the time, currently, when I want to do that, I'm wearing a mask, so it won't matter anyway, and I have to type in my PIN. But the other times, it would be nice just to wake up in the morning and look at my phone without having to type in a PIN, and have it unlock all my alerts and things I gotta do today. So anyway, it's been, what, 2-3 months of that not working, and since the new phone came out, since I knew Apple was always going to release a new phone in September, I was like, oh, I'll just wait till September. So that's what I did. And I got on there to order it, and it said there was one available at the Apple Store. And I said, cool, I'll go pick it up. So went to go pick it up, and this is where normally I share how much I love Vegas. I'm going to tell you how much I hate the Strip. I hate the Strip. Living in Vegas is awesome, but if you live in Vegas, you never go to the Strip, because that's where you get $20 beers and anyway, just, yeah, overcharged for everything. So sorry if you're a tourist, but I mean, if you're a tourist, you already knew that was going to happen. But as a local, it just annoys the crap out of me when I have to deal with that. So anyway, I went to go pick up the iPhone, waited in line at the Apple Store, got the phone, and then I was standing right next to the new iPad 6 while I was waiting for them to bring my phone. Played with the new iPad 6, and they had the pencil, and it was amazing, and I was like, I want one of these. So I said, hey, do you have one of these? And they did. So they had one in stock, and I got it. And I love it. It's actually the new pencil with the magnetic grip. They really dialed it in for the cockpit. Like, it's amazing. Like, the only thing, I haven't been able to find a mount for it to mount in the plane. But anyway, so I went to leave, and apparently it was event pricing for parking. Normally you get an hour free, and if you're a Vegas resident, you scan your ID, you get 3 hours free, but no, it was $30. So I was like, I hate you, the Strip. I'm never coming back here again. So anyway, other than that, I love my new iPhone and iPad. It's great. So anyway, if you want to come chat RVs and build an RV, then come join our Slack group. Link in the description. See you next video.